Hi, I'm Michael Graves from Singing from Scratch, and this is Vocal Lessons for Beginners Part 6, dealing with the sixth element of singing, the final and sixth element of singing, from the 6 elements of singing based upon the Singing from Scratch vocal method. The sixth element of singing is the element that brings the color and the art and the artistic twist to it and takes it from just being singing to being an art form. And I know that sounds very esoteric and it's hard to put a finger on, but really what it comes down to is what's called dynamics, okay? And those dynamics consist of volume, vibrato, and emotional expression. So you can take any song and it's going to have volume changes, vibrato ins and outs, and the emotional expression of it, whether it's angry or happy or sad and so forth and so on. Think of any song you can possibly think of, and it really comes down to those, okay? So specifically talking about volume, and volume you can sit there and you can go, well, I was running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 says she's a friend of mine. Okay, so I did it all in one volume, right? So if I put it a little more volume expression, just a little bit of it changes of highers and lowers and raising it gives it just a little bit more color. See, listen to this. Well, I was running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 says she's a friend of mine. Take it easy. You see what I'm saying? So you've got that volume. It gives it a little more depth, right? It takes it from like a 2-dimensional sound to a 3-dimensional sound, which I know that's not an actual concept, but it kind of gives you the idea of what that means. The second one is vibrato. And vibrato is where you're using your voice. There's either two types of vibrato, right? There's volume vibrato, and then there's pitch vibrato. And the pitch vibrato is taking the vibrato and going up and down in pitch. See, but really fast. See, I'm going up and down, right? And the way you can develop that is just basically start out slow, and just train the voice to do it faster. The other type of vibrato is breath vibrato or volume vibrato, and that's done with pushing a little, by pulsating the air. So it's so I'm going like but doing it fast. And when you do that, it actually pulls in a little bit of, it causes pitch change. So you get a combination of pitch vibrato with the volume vibrato. And those are basically the two different types of vibrato. And you incorporate that with the volume changes. And then there's another video that I have on the 2 tricks, how to use vocal or open notes or vocal trills, or the going up and down, right? And doing sliding, sliding into notes. And those particular things are also in the course Singing from Scratch. But let's incorporate some vibrato in there. You don't always use vibrato. When you're beginning and you're going to try to do vibrato on everything. And that's okay, it's good practice. But you want to develop being able to use it some and then not use it in other places. And with volume, gives it even more depth and more color, right? So, well, I was running down the road trying to roll. Did you hear me do that? Just push a little bit in there. Well, I was running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got load, I slid. Running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got 7 women on my mind. So you can hear, I don't do it all the time, but I put a little bit in there so that it adds a little color with the volume. So, well, I was running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got 7 women on my mind. So it gives a little more color. You can see it coming through, right? Now, emotional expression is obviously whatever the emotion of the song is. So this one's kind of happy, kind of tongue-in-cheek and carefree. So that's the kind of the emotion that I'm going to put it in there, just like whatever. insouciance. So, well, I was running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 says she's a friend of mine. So I have vibrato, volume, and the emotional expression. And you can listen to any song listen to any song, and you can pick out those 3 things. You can pick out those 3 things as to how they are making that song artistic, and how it's adding a professional, colorful tone and sound to it, right? And that is the 6th and final lesson for beginners, based upon the 6th element of singing, and singing from scratch.